right. You know, check the YouTube channel. Make sure that the stream's actually up, Jack.
Where?
Just on our YouTube channel.
Okay. O-Tōkushō. B. Where is our channel? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it says we're live. Yeah.
All right, great. You mind keeping an eye on the chat there, just because I don't have a second screen to do that.
Oh. Yeah.
Perfect. You are a saint.
No. That's it.
Okay.
Just full stop. No.
Alright. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, me and Jack are going to be...
Wait. Alex, I'm looking at it right now, and there's like a solid 35-second delay, and it's really funny listening to it play back us.
Right? But, you can probably just mute it. You don't have to, listen to it, but,
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy if I do.
yeah, no kidding. Today I'm going to be ranking a bunch of different aspects of James Bond, because I wanted to test to see if the stream works, and also me and Jack know quite a bit about James Bond at this point, as we've, over the past year, have gone through the British Spy's menagerie of films. Now, you haven't seen all of them, Jack, and I respect that.
Of the ones that I've seen, a menagerie still describes it well, because it is certainly a collection of strange animals. It's weird.
Yeah.
And most of them are not that great.
Speaking of strange animals, let's talk the Bond actors.
Hold on, which one are you referring to as a strange animal? Because at least 3 of them apply to that.
Well, all of them do, I would say.
Well, yeah, okay.
If you're someone who's crazy enough to want to play James Bond, which, I mean, Daniel Craig doesn't want to, as he's...
Which makes him the most sane one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think any Bond really gets to, D tier. But I guess one of them has to go in there, so... sorry, Roger Moore, but... you're kind of the most, I don't know, safe of the James Bonds.
Technically, yeah.
I think each of them sort of captures an aspect of a character. Where I think Roger Moore is kind of like the wit. He's like very punny. He's very like me and our buddy Riley have a very common expression we make that Roger Moore is known for, where he's got like a very Disney DreamWorks face.
I was about to say it's somewhere between The Rock and Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, and that's kind of Roger Moore's whole thing. So I mean, out of all the Bonds, he's probably down at the bottom. Not because he's bad, but just because I don't know. I feel like he doesn't really speak super spy so much as
British guy with gun.
Yeah, he's like a Monty Python version of James Bond, almost. Now, for the one who goes above Roger Moore, probably Timothy Dalton. I like Timothy Dalton. I feel like he's a really good actor. It's just that I don't know. He sort of
There's not a lot of personality to work with.
Yeah, he very much encapsulates sort of the anger that Bond has in him, where he's just like a fucking murderer. But
yeah,
I feel
that's not it. Yeah.
Whenever he woos and subdue
yeah, he's not super suave.
Yeah, no. Whenever he seduces a woman, I don't really buy it that much.
Yeah.
I'm not oh yeah, this guy can bed any woman he wants. No offense to Timothy Dalton, but
it's the character, not the real person.
Yeah, exactly.
I highly doubt the real person has any difficulty if they even considered.
Oh no, he's a fox as an older gent. All right. Now, this is the hardest one here. Who is the middle of the road Bond?
mean.
Okay, what do you think?
I don't think it can be Connery or Craig.
Yeah, no.
Because both of them are either too iconic or too successful as the character for that to be the case. Also because of the current climate of anybody who likes James Bond. Craig is, he is Bond. He's the Bond that people think about.
Sure.
And his movies are fine. Like, they're genuinely just fine. There's no issues with them, and some of them are really good.
I personally have issues with Spectre, but that's me. That's Alex speaking, not
the general going audience. Yeah, because clearly shit did numbers. And I also thought it was fine. I thought Spectre was fine.
Is Brosnan going in B? Because okay, here's my reasoning, right? Brosnan is kind of like, he has the look down for sure.
Yeah.
But like, boy, does he get fucking unbearable in those last few movies.
He does whip out way more one-liners than any other Bond.
So many.
Like, so many. And they're not even good.
It's absurd.
We actually guessed some... Yeah, we actually guessed some of them ahead of time, just assuming there would be shit and it was the right one.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to knock.
Yeah, so, like, if the first one on the list here is, like, Monty Python, he's the Marvel, equivalent to James Bond, you know what I mean? Like, he visually fits the part and everything, but he's a bit too quippy.
It's ridiculous. It's nonstop.
Yeah. It's also not funny most of the time.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Now, I hate to do this, but I think Lazenby is next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because, like, look,
he wasn't in enough of the movies, I think, to get, like, a good feel for him for most people. I know you like him a lot.
Yes, so the group who watched all the movies together was me, Riley, and our friend Connor. I probably shouldn't have said his name because he gets really anal about it, but whatever. Connor.
Because he's the only Connor on Earth, and if we say his name, people will be able to find him or something.
Yeah, exactly. But so like we loved the hell out of Her Majesty's Secret Service. Like we think like Lazenby's got like a lot of things going for him. He's like suave. He's like good at fighting, even though that like the choreography back then wasn't like always great. But he made
it's old movie. Yeah, it's old movie stuff. And and of course, important and integral to Bond's character, Man Fox as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. He got pretty close to like the highest Bond in terms of body count, even though he had one movie, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, he was. But his only thing is that like, again, like you said, he didn't really have enough time to make the character like iconic. Like his version of
he just wasn't around long enough for an impact.
Though, to be fair, I was thinking about it, and I think for the next Bond, I want someone that's kind of like very similar to him.
Okay, similar vibes.
Yeah, someone that has like that sort of softer quality to them, or like they're very meticulous and like think things out and everything. He was very like
more of a spy.
Yeah, these two are fucking like hulking gorillas that have been let loose from the zoo.
Oh, the last ones?
Yeah, these two are like bulldozers who just go through. But I feel like he was very meticulous in the way he did everything. Like most of the movie, he was like in disguise and like he was doing shit.
Craig, for all intents and purposes, is just an assassin that happens to bone sometimes. Yeah. Who's also into MILFs. I mean, no disrespect. It's just.
And Connery would be in the same boat if like he was better at fighting.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Connery was the suave Bond, right?
He was kind of the jack of all trades Bond, I think.
Yeah, he was decent at everything, but people remembered him for being, the talker. He was smooth and really didn't give a shit about consent. But luckily, in those movies, they didn't care either.
Of course. I'm pretty sure, like, at least 3 women he,
Lays are non-consensual.
They did not want, they said a lot of no's when, at the time, which is...
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if this is true, but as a joke, for each of the movies, Connery just insists that the sex scenes are real. No, the actress is like, wait, what? Why? They won't get the angles correctly, honey. What?
I want to put Craig above Lazenby, but still an A, because I think they kind of... What they did with Daniel Craig's Bond was a little bit weird. Where at first he was pretty good, but then, like in Skyfall, they made it like, oh, you're old, Bond, you're out of practice, you're out of touch, and like he couldn't like hold on to he couldn't like do pull-ups or whatever, and then in the next movie he's like jumping off 3-story buildings and like...
I was about to say, yeah, he's doing like parkour and like fighting off like Russian assassins. Yeah.
His character was very inconsistent, I would say.
Yeah. But never bad though.
Yeah, no.
Just not consistent enough to get a good read on him,
Meanwhile, like, Connery had a break from the movies once Lazenby took over because like, his contract ended.
Yeah. But when he came back, he was just the same.
Yeah, exactly the same.
Like, nothing changed. Yeah. Which means, between the two actors, Craig probably acted more.
Yeah, probably.
Than Connery. Connery just didn't act. He just was Bond at the time. Kind of like how, what's it called? Like, Hugh Jackman's just is Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly. And, once again, all these Bonds are perfectly fine. Like, for instance, one of my favorite Bond movies is a Roger Moore movie. It's just that this is kind of how they rank in comparison to each other. So, that's that. And next up, let's move on to movies.
Yeah,
this is very nice
the movie times.
Because they add the titles, which you would not think they would do, but they just use movie posters for most of these, which is very annoying.
Yeah, well, it makes it just difficult because some of the image quality is just pretty shit.
Yeah, but these are very nice. I very much appreciate these. Let's start with.
Yeah, they got everything. There's some from freeze frames and Doctor No. Are we going in chronological order?
Let's go in tier.
Might as well. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Alright, we'll do it in chronological order.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So the first one is Doctor No then.
Yes.
Alright. Doctor No is not good.
Very bad. Very boring.
It's bad. It's just not good.
They hadn't found their groove yet. There's just so much in here that's just not good. It's like a very fucking boring 60s movie.
Yeah. It's a miracle that it got off the ground.
Yeah, honestly. But From Russia with Love, I put it at a B tier. I think the plot is a bit more varied. I like the scenes on the train and everything. I think
it's also just not as boring.
Oh yeah. There's some like good gadgets with like Bond's suitcase that has like a knife in it and like a bomb and like fucking of like coins or some shit like that.
Like the stuff we like about James Bond becomes more established by the time the second one rolls around.
Yeah, they know what they're doing here. And then Goldfinger at top.
Yeah, Goldfinger is probably either an S or an A.
It is a very solid movie.
Solid gold.
Oh yeah, everything's very just like it's a very like interesting plan. The villain's like always one step ahead of Bond, but Bond's not like falling behind either.
Yeah, it's also very stylish. Like they had a very set aesthetic with that movie too,
yes,
which is cool.
Nice.
As opposed to some of the other movies when they visit exotic places, and I will say that to be as politically correct as possible.
Yeah, that's sort of a trope. Is like going to like a foreign country and like seeing like some kind of display of like I don't know, like a
culture.
or like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's mostly just women dancing in like skimpy outfits.
But sometimes it's ninjas.
Yeah.
Like actual ninjas.
We're getting to that in a second, but Thunderball, C.
See?
It's alright. I think the plot is like fine, but it kind of like meanders for a while. And like the underwater fighting is just so boring.
Yeah. Well, wait, was Thunderball the first one with the underwater fighting?
Yes.
Because that becomes a trope in James Bond.
But like this is like I don't know, there's like
It's not necessarily a good trope either. It's just a trope.
There's a 10-minute fight scene where like the Coast Guard fights like the bad guys underwater very slowly. They're just fucking like the same like 10 shots of like guys just cutting water hoses and fucking like shooting each other with harpoon guns. It's so ugh.
Yeah.
It does
Harpoon gun shots are always from the same angle too.
Yeah. It does have one of my favorite one-liners in any of these movies though. Bond is dancing with like one of the villain chicks, and he like a gunman's about to shoot him, and he like moves her in the way of the bullet, and she gets shot, and then she's dead, and he like brings her
obviously
to like this couple, and he's like, "Excuse my friend, she's just dead," which is very good, but it does not move this movie above a C. Now, on the topic of ninjas.
Yep. Gotta love the Yellowface movie.
Yeah, this is very, like... very much like a, they really just, like, went to Japan and were like, hey, we can make a movie here. I don't...
Yeah. I don't hate it, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I would give it a B. I don't think I could realistically convince you or anyone else that it's more than that, but
yeah,
I think it's better than Thunderball at least.
Yeah, B is appropriate. It's very like where it like lacks in like, you know, James Bond is like disguised is just like some prosthetics and a black straight wig.
Yeah. The guy's wearing yellow face and he's wearing it poorly.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, B for borderline racist.
But at the same time, it does introduce Blofeld, like in the most iconic version of Blofeld, with like the eye scar.
And he is going to show up. Yeah, and he's going to show up many more times as far as this list is going to be concerned.
Exactly. But yeah, the finale is pretty cool. The setup is pretty cool. It's like fucking. They have like the bad guys have like a rocket that steals like space shuttles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool, but like it's still not like.
The fake volcano is a good touch.
Yeah.
Very fancy, and also the last bit of the movie when there's just a swarm of ninjas raiding the base is absolutely hilarious.
It is very funny.
Like they're everywhere, just throwing fucking grenades and shit, like attacking people. It's awesome.
Yeah. Grenades and throwing stars and
he also has like one of the most competent like allies in this movie too.
Yeah, Taiga.
Yeah, Taiga. Yeah, well because like James Bond has like ethnic allies as a subcategory or trope in his movies, and they're either like decently competent are just kind of there as like an inside person, you know, to add to the plot, or they're just a hyper competent like ninja spy that they happen to know, and that's Taiga. He's just very good.
Yeah, he's pretty
good.
Next up, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, Babam, and the second S tier. This movie is very, very good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Solid plot. A good, well-written romance in a James Bond movie? What?
There's like, what, 3 of those?
Yeah, you're not gonna find a whole lot of them.
No.
But,
well, also, like, most of the romances aren't long-lived enough for them to have time for good writing anyway. Just like, oh, we're both hot, you wanna fuck? And like, yeah.
The first change of a Bond, and as we said with George Lazenby before, he's very good at being Bond. The only thing I have against it is just that there's a lot of skiing. Like there's quite a few skiing scenes, but at least they do something interesting with it, unlike in Thunderball with the underwater stuff.
Mm-hmm. And also, that's like another thing that shows up beyond this movie too. Bond fucking skis in the Alps a bit.
Yeah, he does it in The Spy Who Loved Me as well. And...
Yeah, and he does it in one of the Craig movies too.
And also,
it's not important to the plot. He just is skiing for some reason.
Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, I mean, it's like a rich person thing to do.
Yeah, rich British person. You know, even though he's supposed to be Scottish in canon.
Now,
I would love it if they emphasized the Scottish part of him, though. That'd be fucking hilarious.
True. Now, I want to put this movie here. I really, really want to put this movie here. But I can acknowledge that it's probably only going to get to an A. This is the most fucking hog-wild James Bond movie out of any of them. It is insane, all the stuff that's in this movie.
Which one is it? Diamonds or Forever? Or
Yeah, Diamonds Are Forever.
Yeah, it does go places.
It's got the plot is about like a diamond smuggling ring, and it features like these two gay henchmen who are just killing everybody.
Yeah.
And like
it also has there's also like a setting with like tropical island stuff too. There's like oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah. Like they're in Vegas and fucking Jimmy Dean, the sausage guy, is like a main character in it. There's so many fucking like wacko shit things that happen in this movie. In this scene here, he's like playing craps, and like this chick is like, I don't know, she's like a gold digger, just trying to like find high winners to like have sex with. But he's like playing craps, and he's like winning, and she said. Her line is, "You handle those dice like a monkey handles coconuts."
Yep.
And it's like
that's the thing that people just say to each other. Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about here? And
also, him being like good at gambling isn't explained.
No, he's just like the best.
He just wins at games of chance, which you shouldn't have inherent skill in, because it's chance.
He always gets the best poker hands. He always wins black.
Yeah, every time. Every time.
But dude, this movie, I fucking love this movie so much, but I cannot, in good faith, put it like here.
Yeah, because your bias would put it at 7 or at S, but like we can't put it at S. It'd be an A.
It's just such like if anyone else watched this movie, they'd be like, "What the fuck? This movie's terrible."
Yeah, I was gonna say, depending on who you ask, it might be a B. Like it's.
I fucking love this movie so much. All right, Live and Let Die, James Bond's entry into blaxploitation films.
Yep, not the last one either. Just the first one. I don't know if it counts as a D, but it's not gonna get I don't think it's gonna get above a C or a B for me.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's definitely people who like it. I think our friend Ariel likes it.
Yeah, probably.
But then again, he also saw a very select group of those in clusters, and he might have ended up seeing some of the worst ones paired with that one, so his opinion would be a lot more biased.
You see, I'm torn here, because it's not a terrible movie. It's just not... Okay. I'm gonna put it in B, because I know what's coming up, like, next. Like, these next few movies here are, like...
Much more C tier.
Yeah. This movie is, like, fine. It's pretty standard, like, the whole plot is about just, like, smuggling heroin, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, but, like, the thing is, I don't want to put it in B because I don't think James Bond movies, as a baseline, are B. Like, I don't think B is the average for James Bond movies. I think C is the average.
Yeah?
Like, I'd put it at the top of C. I'd put it at the top of C above Thunderball.
Alright, we'll would say it's a high C, and just like
Yeah, like the drink.
Now, here's the thing. I have very similar opinions about this movie as I do with Diamonds Are Forever. Man with the Golden Gun is so fucking wet, like, just crazy as a movie. But I can't help it. I love it so much. Fucking
Golden Gun is fine.
Fucking Christopher Lee is like a 3-nippled assassin. He's got a dwarf butler who like pays people to try and murder his boss.
Yeah, I mean, it's also one of the most iconic James Bond films.
Just for the Golden Gun part of it, though.
Well, yeah, but like, still, that still, you know, it gives it merit of some kind, at least above its competition.
It's got two of my favorite side characters in it. Fucking Detective. I think his name is Detective Wong. Like this Hong Kong cop who's like working with James and has like these two nieces that go to like karate school that just beat the shit out of a bunch of other karate school kids.
It's pretty cool. It's also like kind of refreshing for a James Bond movie because that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and also Sheriff J.W. Pepper.
Okay.
He's this this Mississippi like bayou just racist like sheriff who's like always got a tin of dip in his mouth, and he just says the most like Looney Tune shit I've ever heard in my life, but I love him so much. Now this is gonna get a little offensive here, folks, so just close your ears for the next few minutes, but he refers to Asian people as pointy heads.
Oh yeah, which I don't even get.
Yeah, no.
Like, I know it's probably a reference to the fucking rice hats or whatever, but like, oh my god.
It's so fucking nuts that they actually they can put this in a movie, but like, oh, it's like fucking Yosemite Sam with how fucking bad it is. But it's like tragedy, you know. I find it funny.
When it's so racist that you have to consider it tragic. Wow.
The Spy Who Loved Me. Let's see. Now, here's a personal anecdote about this story. This is one of the first movies I think Jack went and sat in on for our marathon.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh. This movie is so boring. This movie is so boring. Holy smokes. Now, this isn't gonna be funny to anyone but us, but we were so bored by this movie. We were literally talking about the optics of filling the ocean with whale cum.
It has actually become a prevailing joke amongst this particular group of friends that were there for the movie.
That's just how fucking...
It's actually so bad that I didn't even know that this was the movie that we did that in. I thought it was another movie.
Exactly.
It was that bad. But it's still not as bad as Dr. No. It just doesn't grip your attention. Oh wait, The Spy Who Loved Me also has a lot of fucking water scenes in it too, right?
Yes. The only thing keeping it from D tier is that it has a pretty good action scene on a submarine. But that's
yeah, towards the end. Yeah.
That is it.
It's all it's got going for it. Because clearly, if it's less important than hypothetical whale cum, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is. This movie is fucking terrible. Moonraker is slightly better. Only because I actually remember what happens in Moonraker.
Which is automatically a point in his book.
Yeah. They were Star Wars had just come out, and James Bond was like, "Hey, we can do Star Wars." They cannot do Star Wars.
No, they cannot.
They tried. Oh boy, did they try! But they cannot do Star Wars.
They very much have a lane that they can stick to, and they should.
Yeah. We see Jaws in it. the henchman with steel jaws or steel teeth. Yeah.
It's like he's also one of the more iconic minions too, just because the prop was good for it, and he's so weird. Like he's so weird.
Yeah, he's got like the Andre the Giant like gigantism thing going on.
Yeah.
There's a fun scene where like they're in an alley and he's like about to fucking chomp down on James and like a group of people walk by and they smile at each other. That I don't know, it's whatever. For Your Eyes Only, I don't remember anything about this movie. I don't. I think like there's a girl who's like a figure skater or something. This movie is I don't know. I watched this movie once and never again. So, if that says anything about the quality, then there's that. Octopussy, I think that goes in B. It's weird,
I mean,
which I like.
Not for the name alone, but yeah, no, I agree.
It's definitely memorable, but it's just I don't know. I feel like it doesn't have any like the good stuff that these movies have in it. It just has like a lot of stuff that I remember, but it's just not as good. Also, the Bond girl from this movie returns in this movie, which is interesting because the character in this movie that she plays dies, so she's a new character, but the same actress.
It's the same actress, yeah. So would be confusing, and their like costumes aren't even that different.
Not really.
To be fair, though, Bond girl costume is generally either whatever like job they're supposed to fit, and or just dress, like just generically dress.
A View to a Kill. This movie's so boring. Oh my god, this movie's so boring. Because like Roger Moore's like 50 plus in this movie, and he's trying to fit into like his suits, and he's just like a fucking withering old man.
Which, I mean, 50 is not even that old, but like, what was the plotline for this one again?
Christopher Walken is like a Nazi like super soldier, I think. No, he's just he's like a genetic freak or whatever, and he owns.
Yeah, no, I know that one.
He owns a computer chip company, and he wants to blow up Silicon Valley so he can have the leading.
Yeah,
whatever.
Like a mini monopoly of the thing. Yeah. No, that.
The only thing
It's not good.
There's like a party that's based around like racing horses and oh god, it's so dull.
It's just rich white people shit. Alright, so yeah, no, I think D's appropriate there.
The Living Daylights was a short story about Bond. He was tasked to like shoot a sniper that was gonna shoot a politician, and she was just so hot that he couldn't actually kill her. The actual movie is about the same amount of whatever, but there's also a weird like German boy band guy who's like the bad guy in that movie, and it's like it's better than these movies, but
yeah, still not great.
License to Kill. This is a fucking a Miami Vice episode as a movie, where Bond fights the cartel and fucking wins somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give it at least a B, if not A.
Yeah. The villains are both pretty solid in this movie. They fucking like maimed Felix Leiter, Bond's CIA counterpart, which was unheard of at the time. And boy, howdy, is Bond really fucking pissed and wants to kill everybody in this movie.
Yep, he's at his angriest, played by the angriest actor.
Yeah. Alright. Now on to your favorite or at least the one that you grew up with.
Yeah, the one I know the most.
You were slightly older than I am, so I don't really remember these movies. So I will let you take the lead on these four.
Yeah. So the names for these coming up. So this one is GoldenEye. GoldenEye is probably the most iconic film that that this era of Bond has. Like, just generally speaking, I mean the games helped.
Yeah.
But as a movie by itself, just because of like how shit like a lot of the Bond movies are, I kind of feel like we have to give it. It also has like one of the weirdest villains.
Oh, you cut out for a second there.
Oh, it also has some of the weirdest villains.
I mean, what do we give it?
Oh, I was gonna give it like an A, like a loose A.
Yeah, it has fucking what's her face is like horny for murders lady.
Yeah.
You know, squeeze you to death with her thighs. Which
I mean, she is, even though I don't know if she counts as a Bond girl, she's not the main love interest, she is easily the hottest one in the entire series, if you ask me.
Well, we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh god, she's so hot, like it's ridiculous. But yeah, so there's that, you know, another advantage.
And then Sean Bean as Alec Trevelyan, 006.
Yep. And who would have guessed he would betray the main character?
Who would have guessed Sean Bean would
and then die. Yeah, and then die. Oh man, that poor actor. Like, I know he probably does it on purpose at this point, but in the early parts of his career, I'm not sure if he noticed the trend before the fans did. That he just like was always either a bad guy or just always died. Like, tragically, in every film he's in.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Yeah. Alright, Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay. Oh. I mean... I liked the the female spy sidekick in this one.
Yeah,
the Asian spy lady. Yeah.
The character's name.
Well, that's not the character. Yeah, it's the actress. But like, I thought they had a good dynamic.
Yeah.
Mostly because like, unlike most of the girls Bond goes with, she did not give a fuck. She was there to do her job, and she honestly did it better than he did most of the time. And because, of course, you know, Asian actor in a movie, the fighting in this movie is a little bit better than the other ones.
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Yeah, it's not a huge, like, you know, increase, but it's, like, noticeably better than some of the other ones that he's in. I mean, to be fair, we've already determined that Pierce isn't exactly the best fighter. In the he kind of just throws people around and shoots them, you know.
Two kind of forgettable villains, Elliot Carver and Stamper.
Yeah, you know. No, I remember just like hot lady and like not hot guy.
Now, if you question how do I know those two characters' names, even though I haven't seen this movie in months, it's because I have a broken brain and I just.
He's very good with names.
Yeah, that's it.
Like in particular.
I don't. But B, you think?
Yeah, I think B's fine. It doesn't have anything about it in particular that would make it like stand out enough to be above B.
Yeah, no. All right, The World Is Not Enough. I have strong opinions about this movie. But you guys did not share them with me.
Yeah, you just really, really dislike the antagonist in this one.
I also don't really find like the rest of the movie that great, but yeah, I did not like the antagonist of this movie.
Yeah, I'd give it to compromise with you. I'll give it a B, but this movie also happens to have another extremely hot Bond girl.
You mean Christmas Jones?
Christmas? Yeah. Yes, Christmas Jones, and Christmas is coming early this year. If you know what I mean.
Very funny, yes. She's not great in the movie, but she is very hot.
Yes. Oh, well, her part in the movie honestly is very small, so it's not,
Yeah. Also, the villain, medium okay gimmick. He's got like a bullet in his brain and is like turning off his like inhibitors or whatever. I don't know.
But no, I'm pretty sure he just can't feel anything. Like literally, he just doesn't feel anything, and like the main antagonist is like the last thing in the world that he like cares about. So he has like the big horny for a girl who doesn't like him.
He's also kind of got like a weird like baby head.
He does. Well, that's just the actor,
Well, yeah, but I'm just
though. Well, yeah, it still translates to the movie. Yeah, you can't really ignore that part of it.
All right. Die Another Day. I think we can.
Oh God, yeah, that's the scene. Yeah.
It just fucking bombards you. It just inundates you with puns, and it doesn't stop ever. Oh,
There's so many. There is too many. Like too many, even for these movies. Like, and there's a lot of them in these.
The main villain puts on whiteface, literally.
Yep, there's more of that. Still racist. Oh God.
Hey, you got us back this time, so I guess it's fair. Yeah.
Sure.
The main villain's plan is to use a fucking Death Star laser to blow up all the mines in the DMZ between North and South Korea, so that North Korea can invade South Korea.
I mean, like, I like Halle Berry too, but she just doesn't do anything in this movie.
She is just. We did not need her in this movie.
No. Her characterization was just a pair of boobs with short hair in movie. That's it.
They were gonna make a spin-off show about her character too.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so she didn't have enough to go off of, like in the movie. What characterization? What?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what to tell you. Now, I think this is pretty easy to put this here. I think it's only like a 2 or 3 year difference between these two movies coming out, but it's like a million years passes in between these two. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
Also, the reception between the two is ridiculous. Like, holy fuck. Casino Royale it basically resurrected a dead franchise.
Yeah.
Like, James Bond was a niche kind of cult classic-ish series. It had, like, a big semi-relevant, like, showing when it first came out with, like, English people who, like, read the books that they're based off of. But, like, in the Americas, it just wasn't big. And then suddenly it became, like, really big again with Casino Royale. Like, it resurrected a dying series for sure and made it, like, a modern franchise again.
Yeah, Daniel Craig really fucking saved the whole franchise here.
Yeah, and arguably, this is the one where he acts the most.
Yeah.
Like, he has personality in this one. He's goofy. He becomes more and more brooding and sad towards the end of his run.
Which one could argue is a character choice, but at the same time, like, I don't know.
It doesn't make the movies more enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of that, let's put this in here, because this movie is kind of just okay.
Yeah, Quantum of Solace is a solid B. It's very middle of the road.
Now, here's something kind of fun. Dominic Green, the main villain of this movie, again, how do I remember that? Who cares? His whole thing was he was supposed to be like so plain looking that like you couldn't really identify him like anywhere. But it turned the actor they got, who very nice guy, very good actor. He's known for having kind of a bit of a bug-eyed look to him. So that's how audiences came to identify him in later on, which goes against what.
He's supposed to do. Yeah.
Also, his whole thing was that like the reason he would give Bond trouble at the end is because like he doesn't know how to fight, so he's like just wild and like whatever, which is not how fighting works. but sure. I guess.
Yeah, obviously.
Skyfall. I think it should go an A.
Yeah, Skyfall. I mean, Skyfall's another fan favorite.
Very good movie. I saw it, I think, 3 times in the theaters.
Damn, I saw it once in theaters and another time with you guys, obviously, and I enjoyed it both times.
Also, my uncle pirated a copy of it onto a flash drive a while ago, and I have that flash drive still. I don't.
Yes, you own Skyfall. No, he does condone gifted piracy from a relative, however.
Yeah. I did also buy the movie, by the way, guy. Fucking MGM. So don't get on my chotch about it.
We're not openly admitting to a crime, really.
Yeah, I paid my dues.
And don'ts.
Yeah, exactly. Spectre C. I don't like this movie.
Right.
Do you have any objections to that?
I mean, I put it at a B. I don't think any of Craig's movies are below a B.
I just think this movie is a fucking, like, oh man, they try so hard to like play into like the sort of Roger Moore era of Bond, or like oh we have a car and it has a bunch of gadgets in it, or like there's a bad henchman that has a gimmick to him, and we're continuing on the plot with Spectre and everything and all of that. It was just unnecessary. You
gotta respect the Craig movies for actually wanting to have a solid plot and through line with the movies, though. Because the other Bonds don't do that.
But however, I admonish them for it because they did not do it very well.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But I also don't think any of his movies just could be considered poor.
Sure. Speaking of No Time to Die, the most recent Bond movie. I put it at the top of B.
Yeah, top of B, bottom A. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad way to leave as a Bond. Yeah. It could have been worse.
It was very okay. I feel like the villain was kind of forgettable.
Well, I mean, this what is it? This version of Blofeld is whatever.
No, Blofeld was in this movie.
Oh, Inspector. Okay. So, in No Time to Die, the other guy?
Yeah, this was the mummy from Night at the Museum. That guy in this movie.
Yeah, the guy who likes mischief and his mom.
Yeah. It's Remy Malek. I know the actor's name. You don't have to fucking chat. By the way, is there anyone in chat?
Nope.
Oh well, that's fine. We're not doing this for them. We'll just put this. We just have this VOD up for afterwards.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so that's our Bond movie tier list. Anything you want to change after the fact, or?
And we. Can we put Octopussy slightly higher? Like, in its own tier, I should say.
I agree with that.
Wait. Oh, it's gonna be its own separate row?
Oh, wait, fuck.
Other way around. What?
I don't know how that worked out, but whatever.
Alright. So, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. Alright. We don't have to do this one. This is James Bond themes.
Oh, the themes are weird. Grading these is gonna be weird. Most, I'd say, a lot of it just kind of plays into taste.
Yeah.
Of music. Like, if you just don't like that style of music, you're just not gonna like it. I put like a majority of the Bond openings at C, just because I don't like that style of music.
I'm just going to make one statement here, and then we can move on.
Which is
Man with the Golden Gun goes to the top. That song slaps so hard.
okay. I mean, I put Skyfall at A as well. Is another one that's very high.
Yeah.
Big fan of Skyfall. Good song.
Now, if we could listen to these songs without getting copyright claimed, then I would do it. But alas,
We can. Yeah, no, we can almost not even hypothetically listen to it without it getting claimed.
Yeah, I'm concerned this Nintendo music that I'm playing is gonna get claimed, but we'll see. Alright. Let's just X out of that. Villains! Do you remember even like half of these people?
So, I know... So, based on the portraits here, I know for a fact that some of the people on this list just aren't, like, main villains in their own movies.
Yeah, some of them are henchmen.
Yeah. And not even, like, super notable henchmen either, but... Okay.
Alright. So... Number 3 from Russia with Love. She's like the
Yeah.
Bisna of this.
Yeah, see.
I mean, she does have like the guts to like try and go and kill Bond herself, but I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. And, I mean, I'll still keep her at C. There's better, like, antagonists, and there's even better female antagonists, which are few and far between in the James Bond.
The knife-throwing twins from Octopussy.
Just unimportant.
Yeah.
But, like, just completely unimportant and unforgettable. So, OG Blofeld?
No, this is number 2
Oh.
from Thunderbird.
Oh, other guy with eye patch and white hair. Ugh.
What do you think?
Yeah, B's fine. Nah, he's middle of the...
I think this is the general from Living Daylights, I think.
He does nothing.
He was like a Russian who like wanted to buy weapons, I think. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, he's just shady, but it's not... He's just...
Yeah. The lady from A View to a Kill.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Give her a C. B. He was more memorable than the entire movie she was a part of.
Yeah. The traitor Russian from Living Daylights.
Man, this list is rough. I'm thinking also probably a C. It's just not very memorable.
This is the arms dealer from Living Daylights. Yeah, he had like an army room set up or whatever, and he's like shooting on with like fake cannons, but they had real like bullets in them.
Which one was the guy who was like the drug dealer who was like really racist?
Oh boy.
Wait, is it Hagrid?
No.
Well, because Hagrid's not an antagonist, he just doesn't really help him very much.
He was kind of like,
willingly.
He was kind of like
he was an accomplice more than an ally or antagonist.
Yeah. This guy can go and see.
Yeah, C is whatever. I know how you feel about her, but I don't think she goes below B.
Yeah, she's at least like memorable in what she does.
Yeah. Even if that thing for you is hate, like it's still something. You know, it's still notable.
Yeah. Rosamund Pike from Die Another Day. She's like the fencing instructor or whatever.
Oh. C.
Halle Berry kicks us like a dagger into her chest with like through the Art of War.
Yes, very, very subtle.
She's like, and Halle Berry's like, read that, bitch. Dr. No, B, I guess. No, it's,
Yeah.
he's like half Asian, half something else. He's like, I've got robot hands, Mr. Bond. And he gets like fucking
That-
pushed over into like a nuclear like pool or something. I don't know.
It's very goofy, not great.
The Spectre 007. He's like the anti-007 or whatever.
Well, I mean, his idea was cool. We can give him a B.
Goldfinger.
Ooh, I'd give Gold an A. Yeah.
Now,
Mr. Finger. Oddjob's an S. Oh, yeah. Iconic as shit. Really, really, like, funny gimmick.
Yeah, why he was so short in the GoldenEye game, we'll never know.
Yeah, because he wasn't that short in the movie, was he?
No, he was not.
He was just like a regular-ass man.
Exactly. Yeah. Did you know that his parody counterpart in Austin Powers was a rapist?
Yeah. Was it like hand job?
No, Random Task.
What have been great. Wait, his name's Random Task?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, Odd Job. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Not what he did afterwards, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
This chick, she's alright. She's the one who gets shot, and it's like, oh, my friend is just dead.
Okay.
She was like on Bond for a while. Like she was like on top of things, and there's a scene where she's like skeet shooting or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine. Original Blofeld.
Oh, yeah, that's an A. Yeah.
He's got like a bridge that like lowers down into a pool of piranhas. Mr. Osata, he's just a businessman. Who cares?
Yeah, no one gives a shit about him.
This chick, she seduces Bond, has sex with him, and then locks him in a helicopter to die, and then she gets out.
Yep.
She gets eaten by those piranhas on the bridge thing because Blofeld fucking kills her.
Yep.
Second grumpy old German lady, she's the one from Her Majesty's Secret Service. You know, she's...
I think she'd probably be a C as well.
Yeah.
Because notice a trend. A lot of the ladies are going to be C's, unfortunately.
Now, fucking Mr. Kidd and Mr. Wint, S tier.
Sure.
These guys took no fucking prisoners, dude. Holy shit.
Even though they look like they probably would. We have our token black dudes.
Yep. Fucking.
All three of them.
Mr. Katanga, Baron Samini, and the hook hand guy.
Yeah, they're all equally useless and just kind of in the movie because they wanted another thing.
For some reason, okay. So let's talk about him for a second. He had a doppelganger called Mr. Big, which was just him, but he wore like a face prosthetic to make him look a little bit different. Not totally different, mind you, just a little bit. Just so you could have the reveal of him fucking tearing it off and be like, I am Mr. Big. And Bond's like, what? And then this guy had like a fucking claw hand or whatever. He fucking gets thrown out of the train. Whatever.
It was a bad prop either. It doesn't even look good.
Fucking Hugo Scaramanga.
Oh, we have Dracula.
He's got a third.
Yeah, Scaramanga is good.
He's a fucking circus shooter. Fucking sick. Knick-Knack.
He's also like a legit threat too.
Oh yeah.
Knick-Knack, yeah, Knick-Knack's fine.
Dwarf, little person, whatever. Yeah. One of the few Bond villains to not die at the end of his movie. So there's that.
Yep.
This guy from The Spy Who Loved Me. Like, whatever.
Didn't do anything.
Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
S tier.
I put Jaws at S. Yeah.
Very, very memorable. So memorable, he came back for a second movie.
Yeah.
I know. Moonraker guy.
Didn't kill him the first time. No. Just whatever. Who gives two shits about this man?
Same thing for Your Eyes Only guy. this guy. Oh my god, what was his name? He had like a title of some kind. I don't know, but like, whatever. Christopher Walken is here just because he's Christopher Walken. Bond.
Yeah.
A Nazi science experiment, and I'm gonna blow up Silicon Valley.
Bada boom. Bada bing. He was fine. Yeah, I'd say he's an A. He was another Bond villain that like felt legitimately threatening.
Yeah, he got
like he seems so unhinged.
No.
Yeah,
no,
he just kills people. It's great.
No Rufio though, his second in command, who has the most memorable line from that movie, which is when asked what happened to Felix Leiter's wife. He says that we took her on a nice honeymoon. Which is definitely not good, but you know.
No.
Alec Trevelyan.
I mean, he was basically a greaser as far as I was concerned.
Here.
Alex, yeah, he's fine.
She goes on top. So does Boris. Because these two are actually.
They're both much more. Yeah, they're much more memorable. Boris is hilarious because he like immediately fails after claiming he's invincible, which is. Great. I also really like the actor that plays him too. And Anatop has to be there because she's fucking so hot, and also dangerous. She kills like 3 dudes in that movie.
Yeah. She gets it. Though when she dies,
though. She gets fucking like exploded or whatever.
No, she gets her like spine fucking like snapped in half by a helicopter. Do you remember?
Oh, I know that she got hit. No, I remember her getting hit by the helicopter. I just thought the helicopter exploded after it broke her back.
No, like she just fucking like hangs there.
Oh.
Elliot Carver. I don't know. He got cucked by Bond, so that's whatever. And he's like.
Yeah, he was the jealous one. Yeah.
There's no news like bad news.
He also has like the weirdest fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Like distractingly so. No offense to the actor. Yeah, put him at C.
Yeah, white face guy. Mr. White. He's here. I don't really care.
Yeah, also C. Yeah.
Dominic Green.
Yeah.
Raul Silva.
Silva's fine. Yeah, he's middle of the road.
C.
No. Yeah, C is C. Yeah.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, no. My man's got an 8 head. You good? Oh, yeah. No, you good. Yes. Also, fucking torturing the shit out of him. Yeah. Goddamn.
Didn't mean any lasers? Didn't mean anything like that?
No. Just some rope. Some rope. Yeah, rope and a lot of passion. And snarky remarks. Yeah.
This guy is whatever. He had robot thumbs. Who cares?
Yeah. Robot Thumb Batista. Hell yeah. Robotista. I mean, he did have a good fight scene. It's just a shame that he was in the movie for like 3 minutes. Yeah. They couldn't really afford to hire Batista for longer than that.
Now, we have a Bond Girls tier list that I kind of don't want to do because...
There's a lot?
There's so many.
There's a lot. Okay, how about we just pick out our favorites then?
Alright, in terms of...
Unfortunately, I am not going to know their names, so I'm going to have to tell you based on proximity on the list.
Alright, based off of just like overall, just attractiveness, probably her. From Casino Royale.
Oh, for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of overall Bond girls, probably Tiffany Case or Teresa.
Okay.
And then...
So, Anatop's not here, is she?
No, she is.
Is she? Okay, put her on the top for me. There you go. There's also the blonde chick that was next to Anatop that I really like too. That one, yeah.
Where's she from?
She didn't have a particularly major role, unfortunately. She was just hot. Which, arguably, is most of the people on this list.
Yeah. Let's see here. Who else stood out for me? Alexandra Skoruka from from GoldenEye.
What about the driving instructor that almost got him like? Yeah, she's right there towards the bottom to the left. Yeah, the one that almost got him like in trouble for like failing his exam or whatever because he just fucked the shit out of her.
Yeah.
It's that one. Yeah, it's right there. She's not going anywhere on the list. It's just it's a funny.
Shout out to Pussy Galore just for having the best name out of any of them.
Oh yeah, easily. We have the Asian ones, the black ones, because there's like two or three of each.
Yeah.
They're all generally just white chicks with blonde hair. And if not, they're brunettes or like redheads. Ooh, how exotic!
Strawberry Fields.
I mean, there's the Christmas Christmas Jones or whatever. She's nice. Which one is the one that had like the most actual plot development? Because I think she actually marries one.
Probably her.
Well,
she's in
that's because and she's also in like two that have plot relevance to each other. Like there's an actual through line.
Yeah.
But like, wasn't there another one that Bond marries, like his actual canon wife?
Yeah, Teresa right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, and she dies tragically.
R.I.P. Spoilers.
Yeah, rest in power.
Yeah, I mean, there's Goodnight. She's fun.
Yeah.
Here are the two people that are played by fucking what's her name, Maud Adams.
Yeah, she's just there twice as herself.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's very a sort of menagerie here. I said that word already, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're not allowed to say the same word twice if it applies.
I guess. Here's the chick that Bond fucking uses as a shield, like when a guy's about to hit him with a club. Which is pretty funny. Here's that one girl from, it's like, you handle those like a muck handles coconuts,
Oh, who was the MILF with Craig that just like immediately dies after he leaves with her?
Oh, that's her.
Oh, it's her. Okay, great. Yeah.
Like I said, out of all, she has nothing personality-wise, but she's just really hot.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you got to get at least a couple of those. It's James Bond,
Yeah. Again, whatever. But yeah, that's those are all the Bond tier lists that matter, I guess.
That would be relevant even remotely.
Yeah. And wow, we already went over an hour on this. Holy shit! All right. So we're in the process of trying to get a better setup for the streams. We're working on getting overlays and stuff like that, and emotes and all that junk. But yeah, if you guys have any, I don't know,
ideas or requests, I guess we'll look into it.
I don't have any sort of set schedule. I'm still working, so it's very up in the air whether or not I'm going to be able to do this as much as I would like to. And yeah.
And I'm in a similar boat for different reasons, though. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if you guys are watching this after the fact, then leave a like on it and stuff.
Hope you enjoyed whatever this was supposed to be. I mean, I know it's like tier lists and stuff, but it's a lot of ranting. Yeah. Not really raving, just ranting.
We'll try and do more stuff like this in the future, just to...
Yeah, the casual fun stuff, just to diversify a little bit.